Well, greetings, chemistry fans. Here I am, your friendly neighborhood physics teacher with another question for you. And so what I've got for you is number 5 off of the homework packet, and it's the McMurray loop-de-loop roller coaster, and it's been known to injure many students. A fallacy, but still a popular question. So here we're looking at what's the minimum velocity to make it around this loop here. And so we come down, of course, the track and around the loop you go. Well, what we're going to find is that we're working with centripetal force. And so centripetal force equals mv squared over r. But if we go in a loop at the top of the loop, which is when we may fall out of the roller coaster if we weren't going fast enough, we have to at least equal the weight. And so while our weight is Fw, and Fw equals mg. Well, if these two things have to equal each other at the top apex of the loop, let's set them equally to each other here. So Fc equals Fw. And then we can say, well then, mv squared over r should equal mg. And then you ask yourself, what's up with the m's? Well, self, they can cancel. That's excellent. And as part of A, it's asking for the minimum velocity. So we multiply both sides by r, and that'll get us v squared equals rg. And then we can take the square root of both sides. And we end up with a working equation that says v equals the square root of rg. Well, we happen to have an r, and we can look up or know what g is. And so we end up with, well, 10 meters times 9.8. And then we take the square root of that. And what you get for an answer is probably shown on the page as 9.90. And that's, well, part A. Part B gives us, well, a velocity. And so if the 3 meters per second is lost, then we have to take 9.0 minus the 3 meters per second. So I'm going to say for part B, first off, I need to find the new v, which is going to be 9.9 meters per second minus 3.0 meters per second. And that's going to get me the new velocity of 6.9. Now, we still have this same, well, centripetal force equaling weight. However, if we look back there, we can solve this a little differently. So we're still in this situation here, where we have these two things equal to one another. And yes, mass can still cancel, but now we're looking for r. And so to solve for r, well, r and g can just switch places, is really what it comes down to. And so what I'm going to do is say, well, then r equals v squared over g. And now I've solved for r. And so now I can end up just putting v squared in, which is going to be 6.9. And we're going to square that. Divided by 9.8. And that gets you the lovely answer of 4.9 meters. And so you have your two answers, one of which is 4.9, the other of which is 9.9. Hope you enjoyed the show.